Ooh. That's like so weird, you guys. Oh my God. I don't know why I turned it all the way up like that. But hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry if that kind of blew your ears out. Hopefully it didn't. So, you know what it is. You seen the thumbnail. It's spooky season. So we're going to be painting something beautiful. Well, he's not beautiful, but you know what it is. He is not beautiful, but we're going to make him beautiful with our gouache activities. So I'm working with gouache today. I have some watercolor paper kind of laid down, and we're going to jump right into it. I got some water off to the side. I got all my paints kind of laid out strategically, okay? And let's get into it. How's everybody doing out there? All right, so let me move my decorations. The decorations like you do, right? Let's kind of move that. I have my palette off to the side right here. Because I'm going to use like two different palettes to kind of mix what I need. I have my little palette to kind of put all my little colors in. And then I have my other palette right here to kind of do a little bit of mixing off to the side, right? Lots of activities. So I'm going to just do a quick wash really quick, right? We're going to do a quick wash. This is just going to be water, pure water. That's all this is right now. Pure water we're going to put down. Why am I putting pure water? Because I want to get the area kind of moist and all the things, right? I got my spooky decorations. Tell me, what are you doing for Halloween? Are you celebrating Halloween? Are you loving Spooktytober so far? Are you liking spooky season so far? How are you feeling? I also have a blow dryer off to the side here that I'm going to be using. And as you can see, it's really moist. You can see like the little reflection right there, right? All right, so cool. I've already picked the color that I want to kind of use. I'm going to just lay down some flat color just to kind of get some color on him. On him and in him, yes. I want it to be really light. That's kind of the name of the game when it comes to kind of doing these gouache paintings. Is you want to get, you don't want it to be too dark at first, right? Because gouache could be really strong. All those things could be really, really super strong. Really, really overpowering, right? So I'm just going to get like a little bit of a red mixture and kind of pop that on him. Right? If you have any questions, my mod is over in the comments and she will definitely be there to assist you as you flow through. So as you can see, I'm kind of laying down this flat color. And it's already wet, right? So I don't have to do a lot. And that's like the name of the game. I don't really want to have to do a lot, right? I don't have to do anything for real. It wants to be like easy peasy lemon squeezy in the beginning. Easy peasy. And you see how it looks really, really light right now? Really, really light. but it will definitely darken up over time. It's all about the layers, right? That's what it's all about. So I kind of turn my brightness down so y'all can see exactly what's going on. And now we're really getting into like these darker colors. Now the thing with this is that you definitely want to make sure that this is the color you want before you actually get into this. Because if not, oh my God, honey, you will be in a world of hurt. You will be in a world of hurt if you decide you're going to put down this bright pink and you're not going to be able to get it up, okay? That's the only drawback of like getting into like a gouache painting. And you can still see my little drawing at the end, right? You see him? You can still see him. You can still see him, you guys. Still see him. How have you guys been doing? Have you been hanging in there? How have you been feeling? Now, you don't have to do this at first, but I think it kind of makes sense to do it in the beginning. Right? Because the more layers you have, the better it's going to look. And right now, you can't really see him too well, but you want it to be really, really light when you're kind of getting into these different things. You want it to be super duper light and bright. But I'm going to actually, we're going to darken that up. So let's go ahead and, wow, things went flying just now. That one. Let me check the comments. Hello, everybody. 755 Media is in his house. How are you, honey? Hi. Not celebrating, but we'll watch the festivities. Okay. Which brand of gouache are you using? I am using different brands of gouache, but my favorite gouache that I use on a regular basis is Holbein. Holbein gouache is my favorite gouache. This gouache is over the freaking top, super duper expensive for no apparent reason whatsoever. I actually prefer, I like it. I think it's really, really beautiful. It's super opaque. It is like what most illustrators use that are going to be doing like professional work or whatever. And it's really, really good. It comes in tubes, but these tubes are like $7 a pop. So it's insanity. So that's my favorite gouaches that I use, but I also still use like a generic type of gouache also, which is the Arteza brand, right? See, there you go. There you go. All right. So I use Arteza also. This brand isn't as great. It's more like a student brand, but it's really, really good when you want to get into doing gouache and you really don't know if you're going to like it. And you're on a budget, because I bought like a whole pack of these and things. I bought like a pack of 25 of them off of Amazon for like, I don't know, maybe I'll see if I can find a link and I'll put it in the description later. But I bought like a whole box of them for like a pack of 25, and it was like $20 or something like that. Versus if you get the gouache, the Holbein, which is super duper expensive, $6 a pop. So I hope that helped. And yes, House of Harrison, thank you so much. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, you guys. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are around the world. Thank Thank you so much for coming through and spending time with me on this nice, beautiful Thursday. We're actually just waiting for this stuff to dry. I'm going to mute my mic and you guys can chat amongst yourselves in the comments or whatever. You can watch the activities, right? Alrighty, and we're back. We're back and better than ever, right? Y'all probably like, no, we're not. Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh, so we're gonna jump right in. I'm gonna do some outlining. So now that my base is kind of dry, that's what I like to do. You want to make sure that you're drying your project in between sessions. That's very, very important part of doing gouache is making sure that you're drying in between sessions. So I've already dried my first layer that we kind of laid down, right? And I feel like it's still a little wet on the sides, but that's okay. That's all right. We're gonna figure it out as we go along. Yes and yes. Yes indeed. Okay, Arteza. Yes. Shout out to my mod. Shout out to the mod, Vanessa. She holds it down, y'all, all day, every day. Shout out to you. She does her thing. She does her thing. Okay, let me put my oh let me put my phone on mute, y'all, so we don't be getting no interruptions, y'all. Okay. I gotta put both of them on mute. I gotta put two phones on mute. Alright, cool. So if you're watching this on the replay, I'm actually gonna put timestamps down below in the description box. And you could be able to jump around and kind of do your thing and look around and see what you do, right? So I'm going to take my micron pen and I'm going to do some outlining. We're going to do a little bit of outlining. We might as well do it now. So that, and I'm only doing it now for the purposes of making sure that you guys can be able to actually see what's going on. That's the only reason I'm doing it now. Usually I would suggest that you kind of do this stuff later on in the, like after you kind of finish everything up. But I know it's probably going to be hard for a lot of people to see. So I'm going to actually take some time to kind of do it now. And so if you have any questions, go ahead and pop them below while we actually do some outlining. And tell me how your day's going. What you been watching on TV? What's been going on? Catch me up. Tell me where you're coming in at. I'm using a micron pen. Micron pens, if you're not familiar, are archival. So it's pretty much they last forever. This is like the industry standard if you're going to be doing, for those people that really, really like drawing and stuff like that. But this is the only time I would actually recommend that you actually do the outlining process. And is if you actually can't see your drawing anymore, especially if you're like vision impaired, hashtag blind like me. Right? You want to make sure that you can actually see what's going on, right? I need to see what's going on. I don't know about y'all, but a sis need to see. I need to see what's happening. Okay. Do. And I will definitely answer your questions after we, if you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in and we will get to, I will answer your questions after I finish doing a little bit of outlining, just so I can make sure that you guys can see. And these micron pens are really, really good. If you want to do something graphic or whatever. I mean, if you're not really interested in doing something graphic, I don't feel like it's something that really matters for real. If you want to do it more realistic, I would forego kind of doing the outlining. I would forego it, darling. But I'm not interested in doing anything realistic per se. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? So now you can see him kind of come to life and all the things, right? And I'm going pretty quick because I'm already kind of used to the lines already from drawing it out. So I'm going to go pretty quickly. But when you do this yourselves, you should definitely take your time because this ink is permanent. So you definitely don't want to be messing up any lines. You definitely don't want to be messing up no lines, y'all. And you can go like really jagged and kind of like get into whatever, right? And the good thing about, I have like a brush pen that I'm using, but these actually come in several different types. Several different types you can get with these kind of micron pens. And he has like all of these gnarly kind of weird whatever things going on. And hopefully you guys are in the right place. You know what I'm talking about. Like, these are all kind of 1990s movies. And this one in particular is this one came out actually in 1993. And I remember this because this is right around when Friends was like super, super popular. In case you guys don't know, like the show Friends was super, super duper popular around this time. Um Seinfeld. What else was out? Martin. Y'all know Martin, right? Martin was out about this time. I was about 13 when this came out. God, I feel like it was a lifetime ago. I swear I'm getting old, y'all. It's crazy because when I was like 20, not even 20, when I was 13, I thought people that were 20 years old was super freaking old. I remember telling somebody one time, I was like, oh my God, you're like so freaking old. Nobody wants to talk to you. I'm like, you're so freaking old. You just need to get your life together, okay? Oh my God. Uh Jackson, where did you get your glass dips from? Hmm. Okay, I think somebody else is having y'all are chatting amongst yourselves, which is good. I'm using a glass dip pen for outlining, doing the things like this. Oh, you know what? I love a glass dip pen, y'all. I actually, you know what? I don't have a glass dip pen, but I have a plastic dip pen. Trying to get the glass ones was really hard. Where did you get yours from? Amazon? Cause trying to find a proper pen. I love a good pen. I love a good pen, especially a good writing pen or something archival inks, stuff like that. I love it, right? I love that sort of stuff. I love it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Y'all here bugging out and laughing. 75 me Amazon, AliExpress do them. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm like, do I really mess with AliExpress? Y'all messing with AliExpress these days, y'all? How is AliExpress? You know, I've been thinking about getting on AliExpress to do like some different find a manufacturer for some like secret projects that I want to do. Hint, hint, secret project, y'all. I'm trying to figure out secret projects, y'all. You never know. I'm trying to do some secret project. You know what I'm saying? Where are you? So that was when this movie kind of came out, I was like, "Oh snap!" Right? You ain't never seen nothing like that before. So, well, at least I never seen nothing like that before. They used to make such unique kind of such unique like movies, cartoons, just you know what, the 80s and 90s was a big time for like exploration and stuff like that. Like, I mean, are y'all with it or what? Like, what do y'all feel about that? Like, I feel like it was a big time for movies and exploration. I follow a lot of different people on Twitter, and following these different people on Twitter, like, that are super duper obsessed with like Halloween and all of that. Um like, they're almost as obsessed with it just as much as I am. Which I didn't even feel was possible, but like, I swear, on Twitter I found my tribe. And of course on Twitter I found my tribe with you guys too. I found a lot of you guys that really really enjoy Halloween and stuff like that. Sorry if my fat hand was in the way. I know people be complaining about my hand. Like, why is your fat hand always in the way? Like, sis, where else is my fat hand supposed to go? What am I supposed to do about that? Am I supposed to, like, what am I supposed to do? Take medication because my I have a fat hand? Like, what? What's going on? I can't. Some people just kill me. Some people complain no matter what you do, for real. So yeah, I mean, tell me, you guys, what do you think? Do you think the 80s and 90s was a time for like exploration? Was that like the dopest time ever for movies and other creative projects? Comment below and let me know, your thought on it. I mean, do you feel like it was a great time for movie exploration and music? I feel like it was a dope time for movies and stuff like that. I do. 'Cause I know somebody had put that up. Like, oh, what do you feel about that? Do you feel like it was like the dopest time? I was like, hell yeah. I feel like it was the dopest time for movies. I never thought in a million years I would like sound like my mom. Well, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you sound like your mom. Like, you're like, back in my day. You know what I mean? Like, back in my day. 755 Media. I have ordered from AliExpress. Oh yeah, I have never ordered from AliExpress either. Believe it or not, AliExpress is going out for grants and small businesses. Oh, they giving out grants and small businesses. Since when? But they're located in aren't they located in China? Um I enjoy the Leprechaun franchise. Hand me my shillings. Or it'd be some killings. I know, right? That's a great quote. That's a great quote. He used to have some serious puns, for real. I think that's why I rocked with him, because I was like, you know what? He be talking that ish, for real. He be talking some serious ish out here, for real. You be like, what's wrong with him? He be talking some serious nonsense. Oh my God, I can't. He was a mess. He was an absolute mess. Oh my God. And it was crazy because Jennifer Aniston, like, can you believe it? Jennifer Aniston, and hopefully you know who that is. But Jennifer Aniston was just starting her career around that time, circa 1993. She was just starting her career, and she was actually the star, well, one of the stars besides Leprechaun of this movie. She was one of the stars. Now look at him. Look how he appeared. He appeared. Okay? He's ready. So the good thing is we have this base coat kind of like laid down and stuff like that. So we can really kind of like dig in and do the things that we need to do. Um I want to know in the comments. I'm curious, what type of art are you guys doing? Because I know it's a lot of different artists that kind of follow me. Or I'm curious to know like what type of art are you guys painting, abstract? Are you into horror, surrealism? I've been really getting into surrealism as of lately, you guys. Okay, boom. So that gave it a big kick, right? That kicked us right into where we needed to go. Okay? Like you do. Now, I'm going to mute you guys because I need to dry this. I want them, even though it's like kind of like alcohol based, but I still want to make sure it's fully dry so that when I start to put the color on top, and I recommend that you guys do this too. So when I start to put the color on top, it does not bleed, right? Even though it's archival, it shouldn't bleed, but you definitely want to make sure that it's dry. Okay, boom. Boom. And voila. We are good. Good to go. Alrighty then. So usually what this will do is we just want to make sure that this is permanently kind of like cemented into our activities, right? Because I don't want this to start bleeding as I start to kind of add color and do my thing. That's why I say usually I would do this kind of outlining process after the fact, like after I've already kind of put color down and all that stuff. That's usually when this process would begin. Okay. And I'm kind of reinforcing my paper too. And I love this paper. I'm using Arches watercolor paper, which is absolutely dope. Plus, I got my Princeton brushes off to the side. So, in the reference photo, again, if you're in the group on Facebook or you're in the Discord, I will try to share both the reference and the traceable or whatever coloring page in case you guys want to come back and kind of do it later. I will try to share it after this live is over. We will get it out and share it. I'm going to use my Princeton brush, my favorite brush of all time. This is like a student grade one too, so it's really, really good. So it's a lot cheaper than my other brush, which is my favorite ruby satin. Well, these are not. I don't know why I keep calling it ruby satin silver. It is a silver brush. It's called by the Silver Brush Company. My black velvet brushes, but these are more. This is like a synthetic blend, so it's cruelty free, versus the other ones are not. So it depends on if you're, how environmental you are and what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at the chat and see if we have any questions. I get stuff from the Express, a lot of blah blah blah. The best brush makers on there is Art Secret. Is an Art Secret. Oh, one of the best art brushes. Best. Can I read today? One of the best art brush makers on there is an Art Secret. Huh. Well, I need the secrets, okay? We need the secrets in here. We need them secrets, okay? You definitely want to wait until your paper kind of calms down too. I don't know what happened to the. Oh, let me show you guys something, y'all. So, my son's son, he was like super excited. He loves Halloween just as much as I do. And every time I create a design or whatever, I do anything for Spookytober every year. Every time I paint something for you guys, he paints along with me, or he'll color along with me. So boom, here's his. He wanted me to show y'all. Oh, he got wet a little bit. But here's his. He loves it. He thought it was like the best thing since sliced bread. And I feel it is the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. So show him some love down in the comments, you guys. He'll love to go back and kind of look at that and get a key right along with mama. So that was our little show and tell today. That was our show and tell, darling. I was actually looking for where are you? All right, hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Because I'm looking for our reference and I don't see it. I don't see it, honey. Okay, we're not aware of it, darling. Where are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see it. So we're gonna basically be winging it at this point. I know what he looks like though. So I'm gonna get out some green because he's a leprechaun. Like duh. We need to have some green up in here, right? I need to have some green. I need to have something going on. So I have a deep green color that I'm gonna kind of use if I can get it open and get its life together. Where are you? Mm-mm. So I put a little bit. It's like a dark green. It's like a hunter green, and that's what I kind of need anyway. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of blue with it just to tone it back where it's not like super duper saturated. Or you can actually add a little bit of a red to it and that will tone it back too. If you want to be able to tone things down, because I want to be able to do his jacket. And you see how that's like a deep, dark kind of green, whatever, seafoam green or whatever. And I need to be able to tone that back, baby. So I'm going to add a little bit of this magenta. And that'll kind of tone that down just a smidge. And you see it even made it like almost purple. See that? It's semi wanting to turn green on me. It's turning like a purple, green. Ooh, look, I'm like spilling stuff on his face. I'm like, stop it. We're not ready to put nothing on you yet. So you see you get like a little bit of like a dark color when you actually, it's like a dark blue. It actually turned a little bit of a blue on me. So I went in and put a little more green, some of that hunter green in there, and called it a day, honey. All right. And then I want to make sure it's nice and wet, get it moist. I always be talking stupid shit, I'm telling you. Y'all. Add a little bit of brown to it. So you can you can turn this many different colors if you wanted to. Right? So you get a dirty brown, dirty green, all that. Okay, so let's go with this dirty green. I'm kind of happy with it, right? So we got a little bit of a dirty brown green. And we're going to go in with his hat. And kind of get that together. You see, I really watered that down though. Cause think about it, like in the movie, half the time he's in the dark. He's in the dark, and on top of him being in the dark, he always look dirty, right? He be looking like he needs to take a bath. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to be all like precise. You can make this a dirty brown, a dirty green, and you'll be like good to go. You know what I'm saying? Good to go. I want to kind of keep the buckle on his hat though. I want that to be remain. And even on camera, it looks like it's and you could even do it little different colors if you want to do it little different colors. But again, when you're dealing with gouache, you got to make sure you commit, honey, right? You got to be committed to whatever you trying to do with it, right? Because once you put it down, that's it. There's no kind of like turning back or whatever. So you could do a little different whatever colors to it if you want. Even if you want to add a little bit of a brown, because it's gonna be in real life, it will kind of pick up all of these different kind of like whatever. Look, it's trying to bleed on me. All right, let me put this water right here real quick. All right, so if it does bleed on you, just tap it and go. Tap and go. There you go. Tap and go, baby. That's the name of the game. Tap and go. And you'll still get like those beautiful kind of like textures and stuff like that. You can tap things out, or you could actually add like little different things to it, and that'll make it dope too. You know what I'm saying? He looks straight frustrated. He is frustrated. He like, sis, get your life together. He can't. He's always trying to look for his coins. Where are my coins? I need to check that out. Okay, everybody's chatting. Good, good, good. I like it. I love it. I love it. Everybody's chatting. It's so wonderful. Yes, indeed. Ba, 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 ba. And why do we have that up? I don't know. Oh, and another key about doing gouache is you want to make sure that you have two different kind of what's the name. I'm actually gonna add this brown over here, put a little bit of like a red brown in there, just to kind of mix things up, right? Just to kind of mix things up. I put a little bit of a like a red brown in there. But you don't necessarily have to do that, you know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But in the brim of the hat, we're going to do like a darker color. We're going to do a darker color, dark. Darken it all up. I had some blue, so I'm going to do like a little bit of like a ultramarine blue, if I can get it open. Ooh. I'm going to do a little bit of that. We're going to do a little bit of that. And then we're going to be able to darken this up a lot more than we already darkened it up already. Or you could just make this straight up green. If you want to have like a bright green, you don't have to do it like me, right? If you happen to be following along, you don't have to do it like me. You can do whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Because this is straight up green right here. Right out of the... Right out of the tube. That's straight up green. For real. That's all you need in your life. Because, I mean, it was pretty simple. Like, he didn't have a lot going on. Like, it's not like he was, like, the epitome of fashion. You know what I'm saying? He was not the epitome of fashion, darling. He just wasn't. Alright? I'm even going to make this a little blue. But you definitely want to make sure that you leave the buckle like a light color, though. And you see that? That looks good. But then it has like this dingy patch right there. I'm really enjoying that dingy patch because that dingy patch... Oh, snap. Oh, snap. No. All right, we got to smudge a color on there. What are we going to do? What's she going to do? I'm going to water it down. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to water it down. And then we're going to pray to the gouache gods that it doesn't punish me. Yes? We're going to pray. We're going to hope and pray, darling. We're going to hope and pray. I'm putting a little bit dark right there. Boom. There you go. There you go. So that's cool. I got a little bit of blue on it. Happy accident, right? That's cool because once that dries, it's going to dry really, really light. And you see I'm not like freaking out. I mean, I could freak out. I mean, part of me wants to like roll around on the floor and like have a breakdown, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't tell me this never happened to you where you like mess up a piece of your painting and you like, I'm gonna roll around on the floor and have a major league freaking meltdown. Like that's it. That's it. That's the thing that puts it over the top for you, for real. That's the thing that does it. Oh man. For real. You're like, hell no. That didn't just happen. Oh man. So, what I want to ask you guys, right? Since I have you here. Since you started at the bottom, now we here, right? I want to know, I'm really curious, where do you think we should go next with the channel, right? I really been kind of like contemplating what I want to do next with the channel, like as far as the places that I see us going. Because I want to be able to like offer a lot of I want to be able to offer like one specialized thing here on the channel, right? That's what I want to be able to do. And I know you guys really, really like portraits and stuff like that. So do you guys want me to focus on just doing portraits here on my channel, or where do you guys see things progressing, right? Or, I mean, you can go a different direction. I could go a different direction altogether. I'm going to lift some of this up because I want the brim of this to kind of seep through. I want the brim of that to seep through. So I'm going to lift some of that. See, there we go. So you can kind of dab some of these shadows on. Yeah, so I'm like curious as to what you guys would actually like to see, for real. I know a lot of people always asking me for tutorials and stuff like that. Like, do you want to see tutorials? You want to be able to see different things, yada yada yada. But at the same time, so I made, okay, side note, I made like these beautiful kind of like browns, greens, added a little bit of blue, like a little bit of interest to like his hat, just to kind of like break things up or whatever. Um, keep it spicy. Because I mean he's a dirty little leprechaun. He don't need no clean hat. So a dirty little leprechaun can have all that, right? He's a dirty little leprechaun. All right, and I'm gonna take that same brown color and I'm gonna color in his hair. He has like little wild pieces of hair right here, so we're gonna color in a little bit of that. Yes. We're just gonna pop that color. Same color that I used for the hat. It's gonna kind of tie in all over, right? But yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys are always asking about portraits and stuff like that. And what's some other stuff people was asking me for? Some people are asking me for like flowers and a lot of different things. All right, so I got a little bit of red kind of mixed in here. But I feel like that's a little bit too yada yada. So I'm going to actually take that out. I mean, I can probably leave it. I don't think it's really that serious. You can add different colors. Again, that's the great thing with gouache. You can kind of go in with all these different, like, luminosity of textures and different yada yada yada. And it really kind of makes things pop. So, all right, let me put that over there so it's not disturbing anybody. Sorry if you hear my phone ringing or something weird happening. Now, it's okay if some of this kind of bleeds over into the jacket because I'm going to put green in the jacket. And green, as you know, is like it's a complementary color for red. So a lot of that doesn't really matter if I kind of do it that way. You know what I'm saying? But I need to be able to lighten him up a little bit. So I'm going to add all these different like colors. His hair was kind of like a blondish, weird kind of color, right? So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. And I'm probably going to end up having to go in and do these lines all over again, for real. Probably so. I'm actually dipping in over here, so I might as well leave it here so you guys can actually see what's going on. So y'all can actually see what's happening, right? So I'm just doing like different variations of like the reddish brown, yellow ochre. Doing a little bit of that. A little bit of that. So now we got his little beard kind of down pat. But again, remember what I was saying that you can do this in stages, because you want to be able to make sure that each layer kind of dries and gets his life together anyway. Yes and yes. All right, so I still got my green over here, and we got a little bit of blue going on. So I'm going to do the same thing with the jacket, pretty much. We're going to do a lot of browns. A lot of green. Kind of want to make sure this doesn't bleed into it, and that's exactly what it did, because I think it was too wet. But that's all right. So I'm going to actually smush some of this thing in here. Smush it in, baby. All right, so he's coming together. And again, you know, add the different colors in and all that stuff. All right? Like you do. Add all the different colors in. So he's like lurking around looking for his gold. I need me gold. So crazy. So crazy. And if you need to, you can kind of go in and dry this in between too. Dry it in between, honey. You're probably going to have to go in and dry it and do a couple of layers anyway. Kind of makes sense. Dry it and get it together, honey. All right, so I'm going to get out some more green. More green. This is what you call like a hunter's green. If you don't have like a pre-made green, hopefully you know how to create green. If not, you just do a little bit of yellow and blue, and that'll give you green. Voila. Voila. Right? Get some of that green going. And if you want to make it darker, you could add black to it. Or another way to make green, funny enough, is to wait, hold up, I need to get that thing off of there. It's crazy. Another way to make green is to add a little bit of black and yellow, funny enough. Black and yellow will do the job for real. Now you know. Now you know. Black and yellow will do the job. So I'm putting more blue and in between here to kind of give it like some shadow. And then this little lapel piece, I'm going to add that. But it's just going to be like a lighter green. And I have two kind of like bowls of water right here. Why do I have two bowls of water? I have one bowl. That's a good trick, right? Where you'll see. Let me show you really quick. That's like really dirty. Super dirty, right? And so you want to get all of your stuff off. Get it all off. Drag off the sides. Kind of get it off. Dry it off on your towel. Then you go in with your clean water. See, that's clean. Even though I've been painting all this time. See, now you get your clean water, and that's double the cleanest. Now you know it's super clean, right? And that's what you need to do when it comes to like gouache or even watercolor, because if not, it's so easy for your stuff to kind of get muddy. And that's what you hear me doing off to the side here. Doing a lot of that stuff. When... Okay. I got sidetracked for a minute. Like, when... All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of that, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow ochre. And you see how that instantly lightens it up? And it gives you like it's a bit of a glare there, but you'll see it later on as it dries. It instantly lightens it up, yeah? And that's kind of what I want. I want it to instantly light it up, because I want that to show up on the jacket. It'll give it the illusion like the top piece of the jacket is kind of sticking out. You see what I'm saying? And you can always go darker, but it's very hard to go lighter, if you know what I mean. You can always make things lighter, but it's very hard to make it darker. So be mindful of that, darling, as you kind of like flow through. Very hard to make something lighter kind of once you put it down. I kind of just darkened up his arm to differentiate between the arm, his little puppet arm. Oh man, 90s effects, I'm telling you, boy. Little puppet arm. Boom. And he's coming together, y'all. He is coming together, right? He did not come to play, he came to slay. I always want to say that. He did not come to play, he came to slay, okay? So I got my 2 bottles of water over here doing my thing, and we're moving along, you guys. We are doing good. We're doing well with time. So let's go ahead and mute and dry. I'm going to kind of go in between the two. If you happen to be watching this on the replay, this is a good time to fast forward. Boom. right, y'all, and we're back. We're back and better than ever. I don't know why I'm always saying that. And you know what it is. If you're enjoying today's live stream, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button because it helps a sister out. Don't forget to share it, like it, love it as well. All the things. When I don't know why I want to sing. I want to sing so badly. I want to just like sing it out. Sing it out. You know, art is definitely therapy. If you're feeling horrible, you're having a bad day, you know, somebody done pissed you off at work, somebody was in the store without a mask on, some Shanae done cursed you out at McDonald's, get you some art, honey. Buy you some art, look at some art, paint some art with me, the whole shebang. It lowers the blood pressure. It is actual therapy. It's scientific, okay? Look it up. It's scientific. Stop playing. For real. Because people be trying it. So you need something to help your nerves when you get home. You know? You definitely need something to help you out as you kind of flow through. Okay, boom. So if you're enjoying these things, you guys, we're going to be here every day this week until Saturday. Basically, the finale of Spookytober will be on Saturday, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be fun. And this Saturday, I'm actually going to be showing my face. So you guys will be able to see all the beauty behind. All the beauty, I guess. And all the loveliness behind it all. Okay? Oh, man. Okay, now, sis, I'm digging it. All right, you digging it. That's what I'm talking about. House of Harrison is here. Everybody's still in the house. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much. I love you long time. Okay? Love you so long time. So, yeah. We're pretty much, what are we on? I want to say steps here. We're heading towards the jacket. So we're going to do the jacket, the face, and then we're going to block in the background. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm kind of looking at the jacket. We already kind of blocked in his jacket a little bit. Then he has like this red kind of like scarf looking thing. So I don't want to mix those colors together. So I'm going to have to do it kind of like one by one for real. So I'm going to get out a little bit of a red. It's more of like a muted red. I don't even know how to explain it, but it is more like of a muted red. So I'm add a little bit of yellow ochre to it just to kind of tone it down. You can add yellow ochre, or you could do, again, the complementary color, which is green. Y'all know color is my thing. I love a good color wheel. I love a good color wheel, darling. All right, so we got a little bit of red going, yeah? Because I wanted to kind of mute that color down. And again, just because our other stuff is dry doesn't mean that it won't bleed. So really be careful when you kind of go in with this stuff. Right? You want to make sure that you're careful. And I should actually have a dark. I'm going to go in with a darker red. Because he has a little bit of a dark. He has like a Christmassy outfit on if you really think about it. It's like dark hunter green, red, rich red, stuff like that. He has a lot of that in his whatchamacallits. Okay. So there you go. Now we kind of beefed up that red a little bit. There you go. Medium. And then the rest of this is kind of like a blue kind of whatever. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue and white. I got some white off here to the side. We're going to add a little bit of blue and white. And I'm actually going to put it here. So I don't really have any other place. I need to actually get a new... One thing you should get is a big, giant... And this would be a good time. Like, if you actually watching this point on replay, or you come back and watch it because you want to kind of like follow along with me and do it. Of course, use the hashtag 10 Days of Spooktytober. But this would be a good time to change out your water, because my water is getting pretty dirty over here. And you want to make sure you're having those pure colors, yeah? You don't want any dirty, muddy, weird colors. So, but I'm going to make it work. So I got a little bit of like blue-gray here, and I'm going to use that for his top. And that's going to make everything better, okay? Everything. And I'm going to play like a little bit of music really, really low. I want you guys to let me know if it's like irritating or not. And Novi, I did not forget about you. So you see how I have a little bit of a green tinge on my left on my brush. So between the green and a little bit of that blue, that's giving me like a gray kind of whatever color, yeah? But it's mostly white, right? So it's lots of white. But that's giving me, all of that is giving me like this dirty color. And if you can, try not to get it into the red. If you need to, go ahead and dry the red first. And then get into it. Right? Dry the red and then get into it. Yes, indeed. Oh, Lordy. La, 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 la. No, 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 dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. Dry your reds. Dry most of your stuff when you kind of get into it anyway. And this is cool. Even if you cover up your lines, you can always go back with your Micron pen and kind of go in and do whatever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys know what it is. I have to dry again, and then we're going to move on to his face. We got to dry it again. I'm going to leave my mic on for now. Alrighty then. Boom. We're back in action. Back in action. All right, so let's kind of work on his face and kind of get all of that together. I'm gonna actually pop in some, because he has like green eyes, so we're gonna do a little bit of green eye. A little bit of green eye, darling. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit of that hunter green or whatever color I had. I'm gonna add some white to it, and we're gonna add a little bit of yellow. And that should kind of give me the green I want. You want like a light green. You probably can't even see that, y'all. It looks gray, but it isn't. It looks gray, but it is not. So yeah, I'm really curious to what you guys actually want to see on the channel. So now we're getting a little bit more into like the yellowish kind of green or whatever right there. The type of yellow you add to stuff really matters too. So think about that. The type of yellow that you put into something. We have like a bright yellow. So this is kind of what I want. I want a little bit of a light tinge of a yellow. I want it to be like a yellow green. So I'm adding quite a bit of white. Just mix. You want to go slow. Mixing colors is similar to mixing kind of like any sort of food product or whatever. You want to add a dash of this, a dash of that, and you want to make sure that you get that recipe right so you can get the right color you want, right? Like you do, yeah? All right, so it's pretty easy. We're just going to go in with this green color. And don't worry about if you cover anything up. And you see, boom, voila. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So as you can see, there you go, right? So you can kind of see, get a look at the fact that it has like that light green kind of tinge. And as it starts to dry, you'll be able to see that a whole lot better. So I'm going to leave it kind of zoomed in. And I'm going to change my brush to a smaller brush. You want to get the brush that kind of does the job. That's what you want to do. All right, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not in anything wet. I feel like there's something wet in here. Now I'm going to take this same kind of like green color. They all kind of correspond with each other for real, right? Same green color. And a little bit of brown. A little bit of green. And I'm going to go right up under here. And you want to go in the same direction like the actual forehead would be anyway, right? Now, all of his face is not going to be like that because part of it is going to be that like mustardly, whatever color that I want it to be. And remember, we in the ugly stage, so everything's going to look ugly before it looks good. So don't have a breakdown. Keep calm. We're in the ugly stage. Okay, keep calm. All right, now I'm going to add a little bit of brown in, right? Now is when I will add Keep calm, baby. All right, I don't know what happened to. I'm kind of moving fast. So I'm just sorry if I'm not narrating like I should, like you do. So you can do different colors of brown, reds, oranges. Just layer it on. The more that you do, the more kind of like in depth you make the colors, the better off it will actually be. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna look good. So freaking good. All right. I'm panicking because I'm looking for a color and I don't see it. Huh. Where are you, darling? Where are you? Okay. Where would I be without these colors, boy? I would have to make it from scratch. It's possible to make all these different colors, right? With just 3 colors. And I think one day we'll do a painting like that. And now I'm going to just add in the reds and stuff like that. And you see how I'm like adding in the reds. And that these colors are actually going to end up kind of canceling things out, right? Because what was I saying before? Reds and greens cancel things out. That's what you get with a red and green. They kind of end up canceling each other out. And that's too much. So if you feel like it's too much, add a little bit more of like a yellow ochre to it, and that will tone it down. Some sort of yellow color, and that will quickly tone things down. That will quickly tone things down. And you can make him super ugly because he is ugly, right? He looks weird. So we can kind of get away with that, like making him look like that for real. We can. And actually, the more colors you do, the better off you'll be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So make him like super ugly and all of that stuff, and that's gonna make things a whole lot better for real. And you definitely want to wait to go in with the eyes later. Don't worry about that until you actually figure out what I'm trying to figure out what color I want to do for his chin. All right, let's finish it off with some green. Why not? Like you do. All right, up under here, I'm gonna do like a bit of a darker color. So I kind of sorta need my dark blue. So I'm going to come on with my dark blue. Come out with the dark blue, the dark. Mm-hmm. All right. So I got a little bit dark blue, but I don't want to add just straight up dark blue because then, yeah, that's going to be too much going on. So if I put a little bit of dark blue in my brown, that's going to give me a darker brown, right? What was I saying before? I was trying to tell y'all, like, you can have, like, these dope colors. And I put a little bit of a, like, darker color underneath his eyes. Just because it kind of makes sense. Right there, too. And shabam. So now he looks, like, super ugly and weird. Okay. You can make all these different beautiful colors. I'm adding more blue, and that's going to give me even darker color. Because that's what I want, right? You can add all these beautiful kind of like wonderful colors if even just using just like the primary colors, which is red, blue, and green, right? This area is going to be in darkness. So I'm going to like lay it on thick, honey. Believe me, it looks crazy now. But you got to trust the process, darling. In the end, it's going to look wonderful. I promise you. If you stick with it, it's going to look good. I promise. And I haven't led you astray yet. Not yet. Not yet. In the end, it will look good. All right, let's zoom out. Let's zoom it out, baby. Zoom it out. If you want to like smooth out these colors, you got to do it soon as you lay a color down, because if not, it's going to look crazy. All right. So you see that kind of like dark haze I put underneath there? I blended that out really, really quickly. And that gave me like the haze I was kind of looking for. That kind of smooth, weird transition down there. And the good thing about these brushes is that they maintain their point. You see that point is still there. And I use this brush all the time. Almost in every video, right? Almost in every video, darling. I'm using that brush. All right, so I'm going to go back in with that brown. And I'm actually going to take that color and I'm going to smooth it out for real. I'm going to bring it down into his beard, even though it should not be that color, but if this side of his face is going to be that color, it needs to be that color. For real. So it's gonna be like a whole dichotomy. I'm gonna do a little bit of a light, whatever color right on his lips. And see, this stuff blends really, really good. That's why I like it too, because it blends like oil paint almost. It's like you can get the benefits of oil paint, almost the benefits of oil paint, without all the mess and the smells and the yada yada yada. You know what I mean? So you kind of get all the benefits of stuff. And we're still gonna have to end up going back in later on and getting rid of putting our lines back in. This is why I say do your lines at the end. Right? Do your lines at the end. I'm just gonna add like this blue down here, but it's gonna be still gonna look like a light blue, even though it really isn't. But it'll dry like it is. It'll act like it is. It's all about the layers, honey. All about the layers. All right, I don't like how blue this inside of his thing is. So I'm going to go back in with like my dark brown that I've already have over here. And I'm actually going to make this a dark brown. Hey. And he looks crazy. Totally crazy. Looks crazy. But he's going to look good once we kind of do our outlines. And remember, the more and more, you don't have to do it necessarily like this, but the more and more you kind of go in with the different layers, it's gonna, the more and more it's just gonna look even better. So that's like the name of the game for real. I think I like the way the red kind of goes in and pops. You look like a scruffy dog, man. I can't. But that was kind of like what you felt about him, right? Like when it first came out, you're like, what is this thing? It looks crazy. Absolutely insane. Put some more highlights on his cheek. Hey, yeah. I'm like singing and like. All right, so I'll put a little bit of white highlight right there. And we can go with another one here. And let's do another one here. Alrighty then. All right, so you know what we're gonna do, you guys. We gotta dry it. We have to dry her, him, her, him. We gotta do it. And then once we dry, we're gonna go in with the eyes. We're gonna get the eyes together and all of that. All right, so this is a good time. You guys ready? And mute it. And we're back. Okay, now I gotta get and figure out where in the world is. Where's Waldo? The good thing about Arteza is they have their stuff coordinated. Is that a word? Color coordinated. Color coordinated. I could have swore I had another green. I don't know what happened to it though. So I'm gonna have to break out my good old other gouache that I have. Yeah, like you do. Okay. Look, y'all. This is my other one that I really, really love. This is my favorite one. But it's hard to keep it clean and it's hard to keep them like fresh. You got to make sure you keep these moist. So here's my other one that I'm going to use. And I'm going to actually try to get a green out of here. So I'll keep this off to the side. You guys won't be able to see it, but just know I'm using it. Because I need to get another green in here. And I can't find the green that I want in the tube. So there you go. There she blows. And this is kind of dry. The whole thing is dry. So I'm gonna get Because I want this whole thing to be green. So I'm adding some more green and some more activities. Turn the brightness down so y'all can see like all the glory. I'm adding like a lot of different greens over here. So I like that green a lot better. I don't know why, but I do. Maybe because it's more saturated. I really enjoy that green a whole lot better. I do. I enjoy it a whole lot better. Now we get into like the random weird greens. A little bit of white ended up being on my thing too. So now I can have like a uniform green in there. All you see is a lot of glare though, but that's okay. That's all right. Alrighty then. Alright, so let's get some of that same color and put it in his hat up here. I mean, because it kind of makes sense. Now I'm just making up things as it goes along. Just so it's all uniform, see? So I like that. I went in kind of put the same green kind of up top. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Ooh. I forgot that was wet. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get a little bit of a blue in his eyeball. Let's get that going. Let me check the comments. I haven't checked in a minute to see what y'all talking about. Ba, 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 ba. Have you ever used gouache on canvas, and if it's sold? Um, that's a good question. Okay, so here's the thing: you can't really. Okay, you can use gouache on a canvas, but not like a conventional canvas. You can only use gouache on it's called ampersand. I wish I can pull it up for you, but it's called ampersand. Ampersand panels. If you go to like and you won't be able to find these at Michael's. You can't find them at Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. You can only find them at like a Blick art store or some sort of like mom and pop, like Blick and Plaza Artist Materials, which is the one I go to. So if you find a really good kind of wonderful like art store, you should be able to find something. You should be able to find ampersand. So ampersand has these beautiful like canvases, and they don't even make canvases, but they make hardwood kind of panels. These special, beautiful, rich panels that you can use watercolor, you can use gouache, you can use a lot of different materials on ampersand. So you can Google it, you can look it up on Amazon. It's dope. I love ampersand. uh, Vanessa, she put pun to replay, okay? That's why I rock with Vanessa. She be no, she see, this is what I'm saying. When you get your team together and you trying to find people that really rock with you, that really want to see you win, that want to be a part of your brand, you got to get people that know, that like really understand you as a person, as a creator, and that's gonna come through and just make everything a whole lot better. And that's Vanessa for me, y'all. Okay, it's Vanessa for me. Pun the replay, okay? She gets my humor. She gets how I talk, all the things, okay? If you guys have any more questions, feel free to pop them in. Okay, so let's kind of work on the eyes so we not here all night, right? Chatting and freaking politicking about whatever, talking about pun the replay. I can't. All right, so I got my little bit of blue right here that I have off to the side, and I would just put a lot of white in it. I'm gonna pop that into the eye. Into the eye socket it goes. Let's zoom you in so you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, when you building out your team, you guys, and you really trying to figure out like who's with you, who's not, who really rocks with you and stuff like that. I got some black over here too. I'm about to get some of this black. And you really trying to figure out, so you just get some gray, some black and white, and call it a day. And kind of pop it into his eye. It's probably gonna end up being a little bit too dark. So I'm gonna get some more white because I need that to be a lot lighter than it is. You need to get people that rock with you, because being an entrepreneur, you guys, and being an artist is not for play, okay? It's not. So you need people that's really going to rock with you in the long run. and they get what's going on. All right, cool. So I kind of found like a happy medium of gray. A happy medium of gray. Why do I put gray in the eyes? Because the whites of the eyes are not really white. Yay! They're just not. The whites of the eyes are not really white. You can add white, you know. You can add pops of white if you want, but they're really not white. It's a myth, baby. It's a myth. All right, so I'm gonna put like a darker color inside of his mouth. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, cool. And we're good to go. So it kind of did what I wanted to do with that. All right, so I'm kind of feeling like we're good as far as I'm trying to remember. So I'm kind of gonna go back in with like little dashes or whatever I feel I want to put on his real love. I'm putting a little bit of that red underneath his nose. Yes, indeed. So you can always add white to the eyes or whatever else you want to add to it. I'm going to add a little bit of a little bit of gray or whatever you want to call it, or white to his little buckle up here. Little bit of white to the buckle. And I'm gonna get some of this yellow too. Some of this yellow. Just to highlight some of his nose. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-mm-mm. So the good thing about gouache, you can always go back on top and kind of get into those areas that you feel you need to get into. That's the good thing about it. I don't wanna wait no more. Yeah, he gonna be just green. I'm gonna make the sockets of his eyes a little bit darker. Just to differentiate between his real eyes, his eyeballs, or the pupil. That's the right word for it, the pupil. I feel like I'm in anatomy class all over again. The pupil. I don't know why I'm always doing that to myself. Don't bleed, eyeball. You're not here to bleed, are you? No, you're not. All right, cool. Yes. The way you did the shirt. Yes. I see you, sis. I see you. Thank you so much. Sis, order some soft pastels. Is it pastels or pretzels? Pretzels? Maybe I'm hungry. Soft pastels, all the way from New Jersey. Had to go get some of them. Da, da, da. So good. Oh, well, eat some for me, honey. Okay, you making me hungry. All right, so we're gonna dry, and then we're gonna do the background. We're gonna fill in the full background. So you know the drill. Let's dry it. Let's get our lives together. This is a good time for y'all to dry and change out your water and all that stuff. All right, we're muting. Boom, and we're back. And I found my green. I was looking for her. Viridian green, which is more like I don't even know what it's called, but it's like a phthalo green, which is a man-made color, but it's super dope. I love it. I love it so much. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them. Ask me anything art related, movie related. Yes, I'm with it. If you have any questions, this is a great time to pop them in. I actually want to do like a whole video where I kind of walk you through like how to set up your art studio, what you guys want to get, all the materials you guys need to have for your art studio and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about doing that as a video. Comment and let me know if that's something you would be interested in. For real. For real. All right, so he is dry. So dry. Literally dry. He is literally dry. All right, so I'm going to do my outline. Then we're going to do the background. And hopefully we'll be able to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Do a little bit of dancey dance. And you know what? This is such the therapy I needed today, you guys. It's been a crazy ass day. It's been a crazy ass 2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years since the pandemic begun, you guys. Jesus Christ. Can you believe it? It's been 2 years since the pandemic began, you guys. I can't even believe it. For real. I don't even know how that's even possible. It's been absolutely insanity. But yeah, if you have any questions, pop them below. I will definitely try to get to them. And of course, the mod is here. If you guys want to do a little something, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, I want to do like a viewer's choice. I did want to do something for the last episode, but for some reason I feel like I want to do a viewer's choice. All right, so let me get my thing here. I want to do a viewer's choice kind of episode, you guys. No, this is not even what I want. You see, there's two different points here, right? You see this one? Hopefully you can see it. Is it going to focus for me? Yeah, it's focusing. Okay, cool. So you can see, like, that's a tiny, teeny, tiny point. And then you have this one, which is a brush pen itself, right? That's a brush pen. So, you know, whichever one you choose is going to do different things, darling, right? It's all up to you, for real. It really is. All right, so let's kind of go over these things once again. So different ones will do different things for real. Depending on what it is you're trying to do for real. You know what I'm saying? Different things will do different things. I know you could probably do some really good kind of like calligraphy or whatever. You can do some really, really good calligraphy with this stuff. Let's kind of zoom in so you can see what's going on, darling. I was kind of, you know what? Let me leave it out. Because I know some people are like, I don't want to see your fat arm, okay? Shout out to all our peeps in the Creative Girl group. I know we're live in there right now. Shout out to you guys, the best community in the whole wide world. Shout out to y'all. If you're not part of the community, you should be. What you waiting for? What you doing with your life? But make sure you answer the questions if you do want to join. The Discord, there's no question, but definitely answer the questions if you're joining on the Facebook side. Cause why? We don't want any crazy people. Okay? We want people that are like-minded, that are special, like the rest of our community over there on Facebook, that are special and calm and sweet and loving and encouraging. Because yeah, it's all about sharing resources, paying it forward. That's what it's all about, right? That's the name of the game. I mean, that's what I was thinking about when I was kind of like figuring out what I wanted to do with it. So you see how like the outlines really kind of make it pop, right? Really make it pop. Make it pop, darling. Make it pop. So I made him look really demony, right? He looks really demony. A little cray cray. Mm-hmm. 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 What if we- mm-hmm. I was actually sharing like some good pictures of like when I first began. Um when I first began doing art, not art, but like my creative journey. And I was sharing those pictures because I was like, oh man, like I've always kind of been like a teacher at heart, right? I found some old pictures of me when I was like teaching, or my students when I was teaching at the New York Library. I had a contract with the New York Library, teaching people how to make jewelry. So that was like mind blowing for me because I was like 30 years old, maybe 29, and I just couldn't believe it that they wanted to pay me to teach, to like share my knowledge. It really just blew my mind, like what a great opportunity that was, you know. And in the moment, I don't even think you think about those sorts of things, right? When you're in the moment, because in the moment, I'm like, okay, cool, cool. You know, I'm the ish, whatever. So I didn't take all the time that I should have taken in that moment to kind of cherish it and love it and feel the breeze and all the things, right? I didn't take all the time I needed to kind of cherish all the things that I should have. But I mean, at the time, I was just like, okay, I need, you know, I'm always trying to find a way to make money, but at the same time, I wanted to make money that was going to kind of like fulfill me. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was gonna make me feel fulfilled, kind of doing what I love doing, which is teaching and being creative at the same time. I mean, if you can be creative and teach at the same time, that's like mind blowing. I shared you out, sis, on my Twitter. Yay! Thank you so much for sharing. Yo, if y'all not following 755 Media, you need to be following 75 Media. It's the same name. She got the same name on YouTube. She has a wonderful YouTube channel for those of you that are interested in kind of creative stuff, crafting, stuff like that. Yes, indeed. Go hit her up, follow her on YouTube, show her some love because she's part of our creative girl community and she's always showing love, always coming through with the love. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to be part of the community. If you not, like what you doing with your life? For real. But yeah, she's always showing that love. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Oh, and make sure let me big up my mod really quick. My gal is over there doing big things. Pun the replay. She's doing big things, okay, over there on her channel. Okay, she has a YouTube channel too. We all about supporting. I love y'all supporting me and showing me love. But I want y'all to support everybody else that's trying to come up and kind of do their thing. That's important too. Cause I know it was super duper important for me when I first was trying to learn how to do YouTube and all that stuff. So hit her up. Same name, House of Harrison. She's doing her thing on YouTube. Congrats, honey. She got over 3,000 views and climbing on one of her videos, you guys. So congratulations to you, V. You doing big things, gal. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so trying to narrow down exactly what I want to do on my channel. Back to that, of course, right? Like you do. Trying to narrow down exactly what I want to do on my channel was kind of hard. It's kind of still hard because I mean, a part of me is like, okay, I want to do all these different things, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm actually delivering on the promise, delivering on what I said I'm gonna do for y'all, right? Which is, um, you know. All right, cool. So I'm happy with that. Let's do our background. We kind of redid our outlines, did we not? So let's do our background and all the things. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a red background, like you do. You know that. Y'all know I love pink, and then what do I love more than pink? I love pink and red together. Okay, it's the same thing. Don't judge me, judge your mama, right? Hashtag Danielle said nothing. All right, that's what's happening here. Oh, I know what happened to my thing. Melody. All right, so now I'm getting giddy. I know it's time to go. All right. So I got a little bit of some of my magenta off to the side here. Y'all know how we do, right? Trying not to wet my damn painting before I'm ready for it to be wet. And I want to get a little bit of like a orangey red in there too. So I'm gonna get a little bit of, it's like orangey red. Y'all can see it. My mama, my melody. Oh man. So I'm gonna do, of course, a mixture of red, vermilion red, which is like an orangey red, And my favorite color combination is all of those things, right? And then I'm going to wet my background a little bit. I'm just going to spray a little water on it just to kind of get it where I want it. So then when I start to kind of paint it, like it's kind of moving in the direction I want it to move in without holding me up too much. All right, cool. I feel like it's still a little bit too red, so we're going to add some pink in there. Because why not, right? Like you do. You got to add some pink in there too. Pink and red is life. Pink and red is life. And I'm using my flat brush because that makes things go a whole lot easier. So I'm not fighting against putting this down. And again, remember what I said before. Red and green is a complementary color. So be careful not to put it on top of your green, because that's just going to make it really, really dark. That's going to darken your stuff up. That's going to darken it, baby. It's going to darken it, okay? We don't want that. Same thing here. And trying to be careful right here. Trying to be careful. Trying it. But it ain't happening, is it? Now I'm just going straight up in the vermilion. And see what happened to the top of the hat? It got really, really dark because I added that red on top of it. Yes, it did. So it got really, really dark, darling. Really, really dark. So now this side is going to be really, really kind of pink. And the other side is going to be really kind of like a reddish color. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. 775 Media. Tell us 755 Media. What is your channel about? Give us the 5-second elevator pitch. What is your channel about? When people go to your channel, what is it about? What can they find on your channel, ma'am? All right. So this is quite wet, right? This whole thing is really, really wet in whatever. So we are good, right? There you go. There she blows. Now, at this point, I mean, you can kind of go in and dab and like do different things if you want to do different things to kind of give it some texture and some yada, yada, yada. So you kind of go around his face and you can kind of blot like certain areas. If you want to like make that area like a little bit more like textury, you can go in with oh no, don't do that to me. See what's happening. Oh yeah, you want to act up? Not today, sis. Not today. But y'all get the point, right? Go in, blot it, do whatever, right? All right, there we go. Woo! That was a disaster. I'm actually gonna go in with some dark color and darken that area up. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So now that that's a bleeding weird mess, I'm gonna dry it. So we're gonna dry this whole thing. And are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? We're gonna dry it. We're gonna dry it. And in the meantime and in between time, go ahead and tell us what your channel is about. V, tell everybody what is your channel about. Like, because we want you to go to people's channel and like support them. Especially, there's not enough Black women on the basically on YouTube. I feel like it's not enough, especially Black creatives. So I definitely want to see more of that, more of us like supporting each other and doing all that. So while I'm like drying, you can kind of tell people what your channel is about, V. She does more like I think food and also some creative stuff. So you can kind of like get that together. You know what I'm saying? Yes and yes. Ba 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 ba. Welcome, Baba Black Sheep. Comment below and let me know what you guys are thinking. All right, we're ready to dry. Come on, come on. All right, cool. And we're back and better than ever. I don't know why I'm going to say that. For real, we are back and better than ever. Oh hell no, we're not back. We're not back and better than ever. Yeah, like stop it. See, that's a bad thing with gouache. Like, can easily get like re-wet. It's getting gooey. It's getting gooey now, y'all. It's getting gooey. All right, I'm going back into this white because I actually need. I need that to go away. Yes, we need to like. We need to smooth that out. All right, boom. So we smoothed that out a lot better than it was. I don't know what the hell was going on before, y'all. Like stop playing. Get your life together. Stop it. Stop it, sir. See, the giddiness is starting to pop in. Starting to lose my mind. If you made it this far, put down below the real MVP, especially if you pun the replay. Put down the real MVP if you made it this far. I love you guys long time. Okay? Believe me, we are almost done, baby. We got little bits here and there to go, but we are almost done. But I told you, a good piece of therapy goes a long way. So, I mean, at this point, you can make the background whatever you want to make it, right? And if you wanted to, you could even stop here. Just stop it. You don't have to do anything else. You could just stop right here. But of course, I got to do things the hard way, and I'm not going to stop right here. And I'm going to put my pop art. What's the name? Ooh. I forgot I have my. What's the name? I have some what's the names here. I don't know what the hell it is now. It's like, oh really? You thought you was gonna be doing a little demo, did you? Not today, sis. It's like you thought you was gonna do a demo? Not really. No, you're not. You're not doing a demo today. Like, okay. I guess I'm not. Ew. I stuck my hand in that. Ew. Alright. Ew. Alright. There's too much going on. Alright. Stuck my hand in it, peeps. Man down. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do. I'm gonna do my pop art lines. I mean, I feel like I've done it. Hold up. I gotta dry this really, really quickly because I'm gonna stick my hand in it. It's gonna be a disaster. 1, 2, 3, and go. All right, watch. When I'm done with this, I'm going to be able to find every single thing I could possibly need. I'm going to be able to find it, aren't I? All right, so I have a charcoal pencil, just in case you guys don't know what it is. It's a white charcoal pencil, but you can use any charcoal pencil you want to use. And, ooh. And I'm just putting my little lines in. I'm kind of just freehanding it for real. I'm freehanding it, peeps. Let me turn down the brightness so you can actually see what's going on. Turn it down, baby. Turn it down. Pop art lines make everything much more fun. It just does. And I love charcoal pencils because it makes it easier for me to do guidelines if I need them. And the good thing about it is you can erase them when you're done if you don't like them. You can always erase them because it's just a regular charcoal pencil. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's all it is. Yes, and little girl is fresh garlic, onion, saute for me, girl. Oh, what y'all talking about? Food. Everybody getting hungry. Like, sis, they like, sis, hurry up. We getting hungry. All right, I'm putting down what y'all cooking. Everybody talking about food and stuff. If I can find the proper colors, y'all should see my desk. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, you need to be following me on Instagram for real. If you're not, what are you doing with your life? We're gonna have another good session tomorrow. I want to know, what do you guys want to paint next? We're gonna do it has to be 80s or 90s. What do you guys want to paint next? Put it down in the comments. Comment below if you put on the replay. What do you want to paint? Where the hell is this color at? Huh. Are you telling me I'm gonna have to do it from scratch? Like, oh my god, no. I don't wanna do it from scratch. We don't wanna do it. No. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to do it, right? That's what's gonna have to happen. Cause people don't want me to live my best life, do they? No, they don't. I don't really care if you live your best life. They don't. At all. They don't really care, sis. They just don't. Damn, I need some white and everything. I'm just all messed up, y'all. All messed up. I want to know what you guys want to paint next. What do you want to paint tomorrow? What do you want to paint Saturday? Put it down in the comments. We could actually paint whatever you guys really want for real. I'm not even going to restrict it. My son is trying to get me to paint what's that scary thing? What is that thing called from Nightmare Before Christmas? With the pumpkin head? Pumpkinhead, I guess is what his name is. Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead. He trying to get me to do Pumpkinhead, y'all. La la la. Don't ask me where that came from. That's what happens. You're losing it, Danielle. You're losing it. Okay. It's okay, honey. Calm down. Mm-hmm. La 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 la. Okay. Like calm down, sis. I'm just holding this down because it's getting lumpy. That happens. It starts to warp when you add a lot of water to watercolor paper. Even though this is a pretty good watercolor paper, but it still does it. So it doesn't really matter for real. So I ended up having to make my own color, y'all. Because I can't find the original color that I had. I can't find the pre-made color. That's what happens. But see, I know how to mix colors, so I can kind of cheat if I want to. I can buy the pre-made colors. I suggest when you like kind of starting out, trying to learn how to do color theory and stuff like that. When you kind of starting those sort of journeys, you do it from scratch with no you do oil color mixing from scratch with no what's the name? No pre-made colors. Because when you do that, you learn how to mix colors really, really fast. You don't have any issues like and then when you get it down packed, when you got it down packed, honey, then you can go in with all the 50,000 million colors. I'm adding a lot of white to this color. Kind of watering it down. And then when you get like your color theory down packed, then you can go in and kind of do all those different things to it if you want. Because you kind of got all that stuff down pat. And you ain't got to be like, you know, trying to guess and be like, okay, well, how do I mix that color X, Y, and Z? How do I do X, Y, and Z type of thing? You ain't got to do none of that stuff. You pretty much got it down pat. Especially when you can't find a color. Like, it's insane. Can't find this damn color to save my life. Mm. Ooh, that's getting really yellowy. Why are you so yellow, sis? Let me turn up the brightness 1 minute. Because I don't want it to be super yellow. It's like picking up the colors from around me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Trying to bleed. No, you're not. No bleeding today, sis. No, you're not. freaking arm is in the way, so I can't figure out what I want to do. What I want to do. That's what happens when you're free-handed, baby. Free-handed. I wanted to be able to show y'all like a clip from the movie, but YouTube don't want us to live our best lives, so there you go. Okay. There you go, honey shmoney. All right, so I'm getting into the strictly white color. Strictly white. Strictly white, y'all. And if you guys have any questions, this is a good time to kind of get it in because we winding down, y'all. Hit that like button, share it, like it, love it, all the things. Join our community on Discord. And most of all, comment below and tell me what you're thinking about this series so far. What are y'all feeling about the series, though? For real. I'm so sorry I wasn't like super duper committed as I should have been. It's been a rough ass year, a rough ass week. So sorry, you guys. But we're gonna finish out the season strong. We're gonna finish it strong, y'all. I'm just doing all sorts of weird shit. That's all right, because it's going to come together. It's already together. It is already together. Because again, the good thing about gouache, you can kind of go in and you can redo stuff if you need to. I'm just going in with pure white. Just outlining those marks right there with pure white. That's all we're doing right now. Pure white, baby. 775 Media says, I'm truly enjoying this series. It's super dope. No apologies needed. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. It's been a crazy year, y'all. It's a lot going on, you know? I mean, I know like a lot of you, and I appreciate you guys being supportive, and a lot of you are like, no, you don't need to apologize. You know, we understand, but I feel so bad when I make a commitment to things or I be like hyping y'all up about certain things and then I don't follow through. It makes me feel really bad. I feel really terrible because I hate to promise people shit. I'm, you know, and then just not show up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like that really irritates my soul. It would, you know what I mean? Especially y'all are in especially for those of y'all in the group, you know, that's been rocking with me for a minute. Those of y'all that's here on the channel that's been rocking with me for a minute. I really want to make sure I'm showing up and doing what I'm supposed to do. And not just like, oh, okay, sure. I'll show up whenever the hell I feel like it, heifer. Like, I'll show up when I feel like it, heifer. No, I don't like that. You know, because I hate when people do that to me. Or I hate when I support like a creator or whatever, or I'm like, you know, trying to be there for a creator and then they just don't care about my time. They feel like I'm on their time. And even though like, yo, I need to be respectful. You know what I mean? Like, even though like, yo, when people that really, really rock with you, they really, really love your content, they really, really love you as a creator, they're gonna rock with you regardless of whatever you're doing. It's as long as you ain't out here just cursing people out and hurting people, they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? But at least have the decency. I just don't like when people just don't have the decency to be like, yo, I'm so sorry. Like, it's explain something. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't not show up and then be like, oh, sure. I was busy. No. I feel obligated to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell y'all I'm gonna do something, I want to show up and do it. I mean, that's the long and short of the whole thing. I just want to show up for y'all and make sure I'm doing what the hell I say I'm gonna do. Pretty much. Okay? That's what Danielle needs in her life. If I'm not here for my word, then what the hell am I here for? For real. All right, so cool. All right, so I need to fix this part right here. Really, really quickly. I'm gonna fix that part. And I'm gonna fix that part. And that's cool. And then we're gonna fix our lines up really quickly. This is a good time to get any last minute questions in and all that, you guys. Get it in, y'all. I'm just fixing up my lines, smoothing things out, making sure everything's okay. And I need to add my white lines here because I thought I did that, but I guess I did not. I guess she did not. All right, so let's peel this. Let's peel this bad boy, right? If y'all hung in there this long, you an absolute freaking superstar. Oh, wait. You know what? Pause. I need to dry. We need to dry it first, and then we can peel the tape, okay? Let's dry one last time and peel. And go. I'm in here sweating, y'all. Sweating between the lights and this blow dryer. Honey, stop playing. Boom, blackout. And we're back and better than ever. All right, now that the tape is kind of softened up and all that stuff, to answer your question, 755 Media, darling. No, not really. I'm not really selling them as a collection, but I did want to make them out to be a collection in case I wanted to sell them or in case somebody really, really wanted them and stuff like that. And then also because I wanted to kind of look back on where I was with it. Like here's some of our, this is all of the ones that we've done kind of so far, right? Let's kind of like go down memory lane for real. Oh, I didn't even put the one up before. We just totally missed that one. Okay, cool. So here's our first one, Candyman. One of my faves. Of course, it came out perfect because I pre-recorded it. It looks lovely. I love it. And then the next runner-up we have what's the name? Now, if somebody wants to buy it as a collection, you are more than welcome to send me a DM. But for now, you know, I usually keep them and then like whatever, because you never know, right? Who knows? I may want to make a book out of it one day. I don't know. So here's our third episode, which was super beautiful, day 3. I think this is one of my favorite. What was your favorite, you guys? I really want to know in the comments, what was your favorite? I would love to know what was your favorite. And let me see, what was the next one we did? Oh, and then we did this one, day 4. I love this one too, even though I wasn't really digging the background too much, like the background color itself, but I really, really liked it. And then this one, I didn't really care for this one too much, but we did it, right? We did it. And there was our last one we did. It was another one that I have over here. I tried to record on Instagram, but Instagram is freaking horrible, you guys. I don't know what's going on, but Instagram is freaking actually atrocious when it comes to anything, you know what I mean, for artists or anybody trying to show their work. Like you get no traction unless you do like pay for play. And I actually did a live stream on Instagram and it was freaking horrible. Not only is it horrible, but it lowered the quality of the live stream. Like right now, you know, if you're here on YouTube and even on Twitch, you can actually adjust the resolution. So this should be in 1080p. That's the highest resolution I'm streaming at, right? But if you on Instagram, it was only 720, 480, super duper low, super duper terrible. I was like, oh hell no. Hell to the no. So I decided I'm not even gonna do it, but it's here. I haven't even finished that one. I think I'll probably do it and probably post it after maybe Spookytober is over. Here's the next one. I didn't even finish that one. We didn't even finish this one. This was from Dusk Till Dawn. We didn't even finish that one at all. At all. Okay, so let's peel. Let's peel and go. So it should be easy to kind of peel tape because I just blow dried it. So it should be really easy to kind of pop off. We about to pop off. All right, pop it off. Do all the things. But for those of you that was, because I had a few questions, I had a few people that asked me about Patreon. I had closed down my Patreon taking a little hiatus from it, but I will open it back up in December. Because I had a few people ask me about like tutorials or like YouTube coaching. For those of you that are interested in getting into YouTube, let me know, because I want to like start preparing some stuff. So yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think? I'm gonna add a little bit of a highlights. He has been broken out of tape jail. Where's my highlighter? We don't know. I swear I don't know where anything is when I'm streaming. I don't know what it is. All right, so I got my good old Judy pen here. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Even if I'm not live, you could always put it down in the comments, and I always answer my comments on YouTube, on everywhere. I try to be as helpful as I can. Toss up between Sierra. What are you guys talking about? Music? Oh, Clarence. Okay. Clarence and Wednesday. Oh, and Blade. Yes, Blade was good too. My favorite is this one is my favorite. Oh, this one is your favorite. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of a twinkle in his eye. Put a little bit of a twinkle. Sorry, I'm like banging on the thing, y'all. A little bit of a twinkle in your eye. And yeah, voila, shala, Shangri-La. Shangri-La. Anyway, I will take better pictures, high resolution pictures of it tomorrow and put it up on my Instagram if you guys want to see the high resolution picture. I will also post it here in the community tab if you guys really want to see like the finished product, because I'm gonna probably fiddle with it some more off camera because I get like obsessive. Thank you so much, 755 Media for the Hearts. I love you guys so much. You make my world go round. You make me so happy. And yeah, of course, all the materials I'm using is down in the description box below, even if I'm not live. Or you can always ask one of the mods in the group. And yeah. Yes, indeed. And that's it. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. You can find all the stuff. Just look in the group, look in the Discord, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tomorrow, same time, same place. Peace. Peace, y'all. I think it would make sense to take the banners off, right? Okay, we're leaving for real now. Bye.